Wimborne Town ended their first home league game of the season with a 0-0 draw against Wantage Town here at Cuthbury this afternoon. A slightly disappointing result given the results up to now for the two teams. Of Wimborne's 3 injuries, 2 of them were pronounced fit. Jason Harville returned between the sticks. Adam Costello took his place on the bench. Mark Gamble took part in the pre-match warm-up, but wasn't fit, and he might be fit for Tuesday, probably next Saturday. To be honest, the first half is best forgotten. Both teams found it difficult to control the ball in a slightly difficult, breezy conditions. The only thing that I've written down here is a good Jamie Davidson shot over the bar on 18 minutes, and then 2 efforts from John Blake. One where he headed into the net but was given offside, and then 3 minutes later another powerful header saved by the Wantage keeper. The second half was a completely different affair to the first half, with chances at both ends. Wimborne started really well, and Matt Kemble hit the post on 51 minutes after being fed with a really good ball from Sam Griffin. 3 minutes later, skipper Scott Arnold's strong shot was tipped round at the corner for a Wimborne corner, and Wimborne looked as if they were about to score until on 56 minutes the defence was left exposed, and Ian Oliver was last man when he brought down a Wantage forward and was shown the red card. This sparked a spell of about 10 minutes where Wantage were absolutely in the ascendancy. They put a header just over and could have scored, had a couple of chances in that period. But then Wimborne started to get back into the game. Matt Kemble, who was having a cracking game up front for Wimborne, on 69 minutes had a header that was well saved by the Wantage keeper. On 75 minutes, Sam Griffin really should have put the Wimborne ahead when he shot wide from a really good position. With 8 minutes to go, Steve Cuss brought on Andy Powell for his Wimborne debut, league debut for Matt Kemble, who'd run himself into the ground. And on 84 minutes, parity was restored when Wantage substitute Jake Johns was sent off with two yellow cards. The game ended with Wimborne absolutely on top, but they just couldn't find that breakthrough. Probably on reflection, if you don't score, you can't expect to get all 3 points. And while Wimborne might look back at this game thinking it's 2 points dropped, I suspect Wantage will not be in the bottom 6 this season. Star men for me, James Stoko had a super game. I thought Scott Arnold was excellent, and particularly in the first half and later in the second half. But maybe man of the match for me for Wimborne has to be Matt Kemble. He had a really good game, tireless running, and his first touch was excellent. Well done, Matt. Next up for the Magpies, it's Sholing here on Tuesday. We hope to see you there. I'm with Steve Cuss after today's 0-0 draw at home to Wantage Town. Steve, 2 points dropped or a point gained?
Oh, definitely 2 drops. You know, it feels like we're a defeat in the changing rooms. We said at half time if we don't go on and win the game, it'd be two points dropped, and we haven't won it. So you know, it feels, you know, we're bitterly disappointed because I thought in the first 2 games of the season, you know, we dug in lots of positives, but probably today we were nowhere near our best, and we were just giving the ball away very sloppy, and never really worked their goalkeeper enough. I think he's made 3 saves, 2 from Scott from distance, 1 from Matt Kemble's header, but that's not enough. We need to work the goalkeeper a lot more with the possession that we had.
Ian Oliver got red carded. Any complaints about that?
No. The referee was spot on with it. You know, he was the last man. He pulled him down. He'd always on a booking as well. So, you know, he probably had to go there. So there's no complaints. But you know, Ian was exposed. We give the ball away, and when you give the ball away, you feel for the defenders because you know they're exposed and he has to make a decision. And you know, he fouled him and got the result and red card.
That knocked us back for about 10-15 minutes, and Wantage, for probably the only time in the game, were on top of us. But to our credit, we came back and maybe had our best spell in the last 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it was a real dilemma for me at that point because obviously with Ollie playing centre half, do I bring on another centre half and keep 4 at the back? But I was confident we could go in with 3 and keep the 2 strikers on up front and get a goal. And I thought we had enough chances to do that. I think you're right. For 5-10 minutes, we looked a little bit shaky. But then after that we got back on top, and if anybody was going to score at the end, it looked like us.
It did. For me, maybe Matt Kemble, our player of the match. I thought he put a very good shift.
He's working exceptionally hard. You know, Matt puts in a real shift. It can be difficult for him at times up front when he doesn't get enough support and he's isolated a little bit as he was today. But he's put in a terrific start to the season, and you know, he was unlucky not to score today with his 2 efforts, and he's got himself 2 goals. And top form at the moment.
And maybe a player that we don't often talk about, but skipper Scott Arnold, who I thought didn't have maybe his greatest season last year, but today absolutely right back to form.
He looks really strong defensively. He gives us that real experience and composure at the back, and he's very calm, which, you know, I like a lot. But going forward, we've asked him to get forward and support the wide players, and we saw that today, that he managed to get a couple of shots on target, and he's done that in other games as well. So hopefully, you know, if we can keep Scott fit and on that kind of form, he's in for a good season.
And his header at Gillingham in pre-season was his first goal for 2 years, he tells me. So I mean, with the sort of shot that he put in late on today, that next goal can't be far away.
No, let's hope not. He's due 1 a season, he tells me. So hopefully he'll get one soon. But yeah, his performances have been terrific.
Yeah, the 3 injured players, only one of them made it back. Jason Harville, Adam Costello, and Mark Gamble. What's the latest on them?
Adam's fit. I thought Tom deserved to keep his place after the performance on Wednesday, but you know, Adam's there pushing for a place back. Mark joined in the warm-up today, and hopefully, you know, within the next maybe week, you know, maybe Tuesday might be a little bit early, but we'll start to get him involved back in the squad again and hopefully see him out on the pitch.
Okay, thanks for your time today, Steve.
Thanks.
Cheers. Thanks.